Every morning, before the sun fully rises over the African savanna, something extraordinary happens. A group of dwarf mongooses emerges from their den, hungry, alert, ready to hunt. But they are not alone. A hornbill is waiting, and he has been waiting for this moment. Why these animals hunt together every morning? The answer will change how you see the animal kingdom. The African savanna, a land of breathtaking beauty and constant danger. Every morning, survival begins with the sunrise. The dwarf mongoose, Helogale parvula, the smallest carnivore in Africa. And the Southern Yellow-billed Hornbill, Toccus leucomellus, a bird with a beak as distinctive as his role in this partnership. The dwarf mongooses emerge from their den, a termite mound, safe, warm, their home. And waiting for them, the hornbill. He has been here since dawn, patient, ready. Sometimes the hornbill gets impatient. He calls into the den, a wake-up call, time to hunt. The dwarf mongooses respond instantly. They know that call. It means breakfast is waiting. The pack sets off. The hornbill flies overhead. The morning hunt has begun. On the ground, the dwarf mongooses forage. They dig, they sniff, they hunt for insects, spiders, and small reptiles. As they dig, they flush out insects, grasshoppers, beetles, spiders, scattering in all directions. And that's where the hornbill comes in. He swoops down, catching the insects that the dwarf mongooses disturb. The hornbill gets an easy meal. The dwarf mongooses get a guardian. A perfect trade. But the hornbill's role is not just about food. He is the lookout, the sentinel, the guardian of the pack. His eyes are constantly scanning for eagles, for hawks, for any threat that might harm his partners below. This is mutualism. Both species benefit. The hornbill gets food, the dwarf mongooses get protection. The dwarf mongoose and the Southern Yellow-billed Hornbill. An unlikely pair, an unbreakable bond, a friendship that starts every morning. The dwarf mongoose looks up. He knows the hornbill is there. He knows he is safe. And the hornbill calls out, a soft, reassuring sound that tells the pack, I am here. You are safe. And then, the hornbill sees it, a shadow in the sky. An eagle, the pack's greatest threat. A martial eagle, one of Africa's most powerful raptors. And he is hunting. The hornbill does not hesitate. He lets out a piercing alarm call. Walk, walk, walk! The signal that danger is here. The dwarf mongooses freeze. They know that call. They have heard it before, and they know what it means. They scatter, running for cover, diving into the safety of nearby bushes and burrows. The eagle swoops down, talons extended, but the dwarf mongooses are already gone. The eagle lands, empty talons. The dwarf mongooses have escaped. Thanks to the hornbill, the eagle takes off. Defeated, the dwarf mongooses are safe. The hornbill has done his job. One by one, the dwarf mongooses emerge. Cautious, checking the sky. The danger has passed. The hornbill calls out. A soft, reassuring sound. It's safe now. Come out. The dwarf mongooses return to foraging, trust restored. The hornbill resumes his watch. Another crisis averted. The hornbill stands proud. He has saved lives today. And tomorrow, he will do it again. The hornbill's alarm call is not just a warning. It is a language, a signal that the dwarf mongooses have learned to read perfectly. Remarkably, the hornbill will even warn the dwarf mongooses against predators that pose no threat to the bird itself. True partnership. The dwarf mongooses respond instantly. They don't question. They don't hesitate. They trust. Even the pups are carried to safety.
No one is left behind. The hornbill watches over them all. And when the danger has passed, the hornbill calls out again. A different call. All clear. The pack resumes normal activity, foraging, playing, relaxed, because they know the hornbill is watching. This is the rhythm of the savanna. Danger, warning, escape, and then peace once again. The hornbill preens. He has eaten well. He has protected his partners. Another day of survival. This mutualism is not just a coincidence. It is the result of millions of years of evolution. Studies show the more dwarf mongooses in a pack, the more hornbills join them. A true partnership. The hornbill seeks out the dwarf mongooses. He wants to forage with them. He wants to warn them. He wants to protect them. And the dwarf mongoose trusts the hornbill. Not just with his food, but with his life. The hornbill takes his role seriously. He is the guardian, the protector, the one who watches over the pack. Even when the dwarf mongooses sleep, the hornbill watches. He never rests. He never stops guarding. His eyes never stop scanning. For eagles, for hawks, for any threat that might harm his partners. And when the dwarf mongoose wakes, he looks up. He sees the hornbill. And he knows he is safe. The hornbill calls out. A soft greeting. Good morning. I am here. You are safe. And the pack sets off for another day. The hornbill flies overhead. The partnership continues.
Dwarf mongooses and hornbills eat the same prey: insects, spiders, small reptiles. They compete for food, and yet they cooperate.
They could be rivals, but instead they are partners, because survival is more important than competition. The dwarf mongoose finds food. The hornbill waits. He knows his turn will come. And when the insects flee, the hornbill is there, catching them, eating well. This is harmony. This is cooperation. This is nature at its most beautiful. Even the pups play, carefree, because they know the hornbill is watching. But the savanna never rests, and the hornbill never stops watching. Another threat approaches, a ground predator, a jackal. The dwarf mongooses are vulnerable on the ground, but the hornbill sees it first. The hornbill sounds the alarm. Wuk, wuk, wuk. The dwarf mongooses respond instantly. The dwarf mongooses form a defensive circle, protecting the young, facing the threat together. The hornbill dives down. He distracts the predator, giving the dwarf mongooses time to escape. The dwarf mongooses flee. The predator is confused. The hornbill has bought them precious seconds. The dwarf mongooses reach the safety of their burrow. They are safe, thanks to the hornbill. The hornbill lands on a branch. Victorious, he has saved the pack once again. The dwarf mongooses emerge. They check on the hornbill. A silent thank you. The hornbill looks down. Acknowledgement, respect. The bond is unbreakable.
This is why these animals hunt together every morning. Because the trust is mutual, the partnership is real, and survival depends on it. The hornbill and the dwarf mongoose. An unlikely pair, an unbreakable bond, a testament to the power of trust. And as the sun sets over the savanna, the pack moves on. Together, trusting, surviving. The hornbill silhouetted against the setting sun. A guardian, a protector, a friend. Why these animals hunt together every morning? Because in nature, trust is the foundation of survival. In the animal kingdom, trust is rare. But when it exists, it is powerful, it is beautiful, and it saves lives.
The dwarf mongooses forage. The hornbill watches. and the savanna continues its eternal rhythm.
Two species, one bond. A partnership that defies the odds and inspires wonder.
Mutualism. Both species benefit. The H. Hornbill gets food, the Dwarf Mongooses get protection. A perfect trade.
And the Hornbill calls out one last time, a reassurance, a promise. I will always watch over you.
And the Dwarf Mongooses look up, trusting, grateful, because they know the Hornbill will never let them down.
This is nature. Brutal, beautiful, and always full of surprises.
The Hornbill and the Dwarf Mongoose, an unlikely pair, an unbreakable bond, a reminder that trust is everything.
If you enjoyed this documentary, please like, share, and subscribe for more amazing wildlife content.
Watch our other documentaries on the most extraordinary partnerships in the animal kingdom.
Special thanks to the wildlife photographers and researchers who made this story possible.
Thank you for watching. Stay wild.